as we return to the
I paid
night,
too much money for this skin.
what message does Celira receive?
Kiss me outside. How about that?
I'm outside your window. No.
It's just the
You
gift
get-
of them all.
Oh, dadgummit, I had it copy pasted and now it's been replaced by Spotify links and lyrics and Small Little Goblin.
Look at you.
Okay, here it is. You would hear the recognizable voice of one Cynian Stoneham.
Mm-hmm.
Though it sounds a little augmented.
Checking in on y'all. Hope you've not died again. Got something big to show you guys when you get back home. Lotus and the Sunnian misses you all.
Exactly 25 words.
What was the last sentence?
A Lord of Cinder's Cynian misses you all.
Oh, okay.
That's their colloquial name for members of the Order of Embers.
That's Cynian's colloquial name for members of the Order of Embers.
Okay.
That's the narcissist name for themselves.
They're all the lords and ladies of Cinder. Okay.
Yeah, but if only one of you
emo
calls yourself that,
Celira.
it's your problem.
But that is what you hear, Celira, as you begin your watch with Hammerfell, sort of overwhelmed.
When we get back to Avalon? Cynian?
What? What about him?
Cynian just...
No, Tinkotron. If you guys want to make your way back here, no big rush or anything. Miss you guys though.
Time... We miss you too?
There are no further messages.
What? Did he
Says has
contact
something-
you?
Yes. He says he has
Oh.
something big to show us?
Oh, that would be I would love to see him again. It's just been some time, especially for him, apparently.
Really?
He
I'm
sounds different.
It's just the medium of the sending.
How so? I contacted him earlier, and he
His
seemed
voice.
fairly similar.
It's not the same as it was.
Could be how he channeled his magic, or perhaps he's gone through some kind of.
Do I know what might cause his voice to
like
change like
change?
this, DM?
I mean, it's just the flavor of how his sending sounds.
Yeah, it's nothing specifically. Sending sounds different depending on the sender and the mediums used to send it. Sometimes it's a magical item, which can have effects. So, it could be any number of things.
Okay. Interesting. Do you think
Do
we're
you-
being unfair to Reezni?
Perhaps a bit.
Do you hear them?
Yes, it seems like they are discussing quite a lot.
That way.
No, we have reached out to him and attempted to be diplomatic, I suppose. I don't know.
I don't
Hopefully
want
that
him to
didn't
feel
come through.
left out or unwanted. I know we're all quite close, but
Well, I believe I have something that might be able to cheer him up. It would make him feel more included, yes?
I hope so.
And he looks down at the two platinum rings on his hand.
You made one for him.
Well, not yet, but I could. He's wearing his own and Faring's old ring. That's what he is too.
Oh. Oh yeah. I just...
That is, of course, if you would be interested in opening our arms to another member.
I know how it feels to be left out, and I don't want him to feel that way, and I can't believe I let myself get so wrapped up in what we were doing that I didn't consider it.
Yes. We've had a lot on our minds. It is not entirely your fault. There has been much to be aware of and be concerned about, and you have a lot of responsibilities, a lot
I've
of
never been
worries.
the person who was on the other side of things.
And the fact that you are thinking about it means that you are compassionate and wish to make him feel included, yes?
Yes.
Then we should do such a thing, and then it shall no longer weigh on your mind.
Thank you, Sir Hammerfell.
Of course.
Is there a reason you wanted to stay up and watch tonight?
Oh, well, not in particular. Just, you know, it is good to have more eyes, especially in such a dangerous place.
I agree. And it's
And
always nice to have someone to talk to.
yes, of course. Since Aelin has joined up with us, we haven't had many late night conversations as we have had before.
Speaking of eyes, go ahead and roll perception.
Yeet.
So,
I don't know why I thought you were doing it in Aylin's voice. You just like, ah!
Me too.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
speaking
like,
of
He
eyes.
just stands up.
Speaking of eyes,
Speaking of eyes.
season two spoiler of Critical Role.
Reveals his shape-shifting power.
Well, I'm glad Hammerfell was here.
So Lyra's distracted by guilt and gay.
As you're talking, Hammerfell, you suddenly see some shifting in the wood,
Uh-oh.
breaking of branches.
Uh-oh.
so Lyra, we are not alone.
You see shadows.
I go
to yourself.
maybe not like get close, but I...
So
And suddenly,
Brandy's
Beast jumps out of the
laying
bushes.
down with Lyra. Shake her
Oh,
awake
no.
as well.
You see a rather large buck currently
Oh,
looking
fuck.
looking around the camp.
It's gonna fucking deck. It's gonna deck Reezni.
Oh, it is but a deer.
You see it heading in the direction of Reezni and Alastair's tent.
Oh no.
Oh,
Stand up,
I'll deal with it.
step
I'm gonna
out of the
keep an eye
dome.
on it.
You're asleep.
I will step out of the dome and approach it and cast light on my hammer.
Alright. It'll sort of jump back in surprise as you approach it.
Oh, shoot.
You're shooing it away.
God.
Make an animal handling check.
I'm pretty
That's
good.
Reezy
at those,
snoring.
Right. Yeah. I am proficient
I'm
in
gonna
animal
stand at the
handling.
edge of the dome and watch Sir Hammerfell shoo this thing away.
At
That
13.
is
Go on, get.
13 I say is enough for it to like suddenly with the light and you shooing it away, it's enough to like jump back and then sort of run back into the woods behind it.
Back, you
Yes,
foul
you can.
beast.
That is Brandy.
Oh wait, I would have had to make Brandy lay on the ground if...
Well, Hammerfell
Yeah.
said he shook her awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was-
Never mind.
High alert! High alert! High alert! There's a deer! Kill it! None may see. None may
The
survive.
fucking Bambi pulls out gun.
No, baby's
Fireball.
A gun.
Hammerfell, what did you use creation of the forge on?
A
Gun. I had a dream that a dragon showed me how to make a gun.
I
It was
will
very weird.
step back into the dome and
I
extinguish
think
the
he was a
light.
cowboy.
Alright.
So sorry, Brandy. It's just a deer. My apologies.
Better safe than sorry. I sit
Yes,
back
of
down,
course.
so I can play with Brandy's hair some more.
Brandy falls like right back to sleep.
Yeah, just
She's
Onage.
Better safe than sorry.
Yes, of course. Caution is always a good thing.
Mhm.
He pulls out the strange igloo-looking contraption and takes out a pearl and begins to cast Identify on the thing again.
I almost forgot we had that.
Yes, it is strange. I'm not sure entirely how it works, but
Can I help with... Oh wait, I guess it's a spell, so I can't help with it. I want to know
yeah.
more about it too.
he'll
Didn't you already identify it?
let you hold it. Yeah. He's already identified it, but this is more of just a way of remembering how long
How
it,
many
it
charges
has.
is... How long till recharge?
Yeah. Checking its cooldown.
It's got about 20 hours before it can be used once more.
Yeah.
What
Perhaps
can
in
you
a
tell me
day or
about
so.
it?
Well, it is very customizable, I believe. Once you cast the thing, you can shape it to your will. The interior, that is. But I believe it still is another day or so before it can be used. But once that is possible, I will play host to everyone and host a feast.
A feast? Does it?
It creates food, I believe, from my understanding, as well as many servants to staff the the
How long
facility.
does it last?
Oh, a day or so, I believe, but it can be
This is
exited before.
quite the object.
Yes. This is rather ancient.
How ancient?
I'm not sure. As ancient as the civilization, I suppose. That would be a question for you. I am not.
Can I
Entire-
examine the thing and see how old it is?
Yeah. Make either a history or investigation check.
Let's go with history. 17?
It's difficult because it is magical, and magical things age quite a bit slower, but that kind of subject is exactly the kind of thing you study. The sort of strange aspects of magic and how they affect the normal aspects of life. So using your math, calculating its half-life,
She's got her, like, notebook.
Magic Half-Life.
If you start calculating half-life of magic items, I'm gonna suplex you. I'm gonna shove you in a
You-
locker for being a freaking nerd.
you can't get an exact year, but you can definitely identify that it is over 10,000 years old.
I've carbon dated this igloo. Slam my face through my desk.
This is really ancient.
Yes, it was sealed within that library for all that time.
10,000 years?
Yes.
Give you such a crooked neck.
I knew it.
Oh, imagine the time that creature spent standing there.
Oof. I don't want to. It sounds maddening.
Yes, no wonder it lashed out like that.
Do you think what we're doing is wrong?
What do you mean?
This
The whole
overthrowing
situation
my father.
to your father? Well, no, I don't think so at all. He has enacted terrible acts, at least from what Aelin has told us. He has committed just terrible things, yes? Then he is somebody to be stripped of their power. Someone... I'm unsure. He is still your father, after all.
He is.
but he is also dangerous, and we do not want him subjecting anyone else to anything like you and Aelin have suffered. And if he has connections with this uh, evil group of fiendish dragons, that is not a shining mark on his record.
There's a difference, I suppose, between. Well, there are things that a father can do that a king perhaps should not. I don't know. It just. I keep wondering if. What makes us any better than him? Can't say I
Well-
know if we'd act differently because neither of us have children. He was harsh with us, certainly, but there is a difference between a father's discipline and a king's judgment.
Yes, of course. That must be separated. Well, to prove that we are not at his level, we must be better. We must be compassionate to those around us and remind ourselves not to fall to harsh acts. Kind of glances over at the tent.
Were your parents strict?
Sort of.
If I may ask, you don't have to tell me.
Oh yes, that is quite all right. They didn't always keep quite a sharp eye on all of us. They had other matters to attend to, of course, but we, they allowed us to follow our passions that we wished to pursue, but they were never very strict. Cat thinks for a moment. I'm not sure. Perhaps they were, but I'm just simply used to it. It has been very enlightening listening to you and Aelin, your stories, and hearing from Brandy's perspective of not exactly having parents or a family. And Reezy's situation seems to be quite the interesting one. Seems to be delicate.
I worry about him.
Yes, as do I. Have you heard of his wife at all?
Not at all, never.
Just some sort of high-ranking individual of some sort?
DM, have
I believe I've had you roll for it already.
Yeah,
and I believe
had.
I believe you hadn't really gleaned anything from it.
I don't know her.
Quite all right. There are always
Just, I
more
wish I could
nobles.
help.
Well, we can accept him into the fold further. I don't know how to assist him with his marital problems. I am nowhere near the expert
Marital-
on the situation.
I don't know. I spent so long fearing an unhappy marriage. And it seems to be a very sensitive subject for him.
Yes, we should not pry. But if he wishes to tell us, then we should listen and be very accepting on the situation. He seems too young for such things.
Hammerfell.
Mm.
It's
Oh.
probably at about this moment that you feel the sort of tug of rest.
Mhm.
As you are sadly not enough.
Well, I suppose that this is about the time that I should get some rest.
Sleep well, Sir Hammerfell. Thank you
Yes.
for talking with me.
Of course, you as well. Oh, here, and he'll hand you his sentinel shield.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Of course. Oh, good night, Lady Solara. Solara, my apologies.
You. What changed?
Aelin had a. Oh, he asked me a question. I had no idea that I was saying it wrong the whole time.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I thought perhaps that you'd heard it wrong and it would.
No,
By the time I realized I should probably have corrected you, it had already been quite some time.
I'm so sorry for.
It's not your fault. I didn't tell you. Good night, Sir Hammerfell.
Good night. You will lay down by the fire and sleep.
And no one ever mispronounced her name ever again.
Brandy still doesn't know.
I'm gonna fuck it up constantly.
All right, Solara.
At least she's worried about Reezni now.
Throughout
So Hammerfell goes
the
to
rest of
sleep.
your watch.
Alastair case.
Never mind. 3 trash show up.
But Randy,
Idiot, we're in the dome. Oh no.
they can
No,
burrow.
Oh no.
What's happening?
Get
Anyway.
fucked. 3 Trasks.
The rest of your watch goes by without incident. As have a quiet night in the wood.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
The time comes where Aelin completes his long rest, and he sort of rises up out of his trance, stands, stretches. Figure I could take the rest of the watch, Salira.
Sir Hammerfell made you the. I point out the armor.
Right. I remember hearing something about that.
Did you tell him about my name?
I was simply asking why he was pronouncing it Celira, because I was honestly curious if it was a dialect or
That's what I thought.
same, honestly. And of course, you know that we Athendelians say same. It's not true.
They say Dalhava and not Dalhava. I thought. I don't know. Good
They
night.
are. Yes. Have a good night.
And I'll
And
go to sleep.
Aelin spends the first 10 minutes of his watch putting on the armor.
It has like golden like elven designs, but he doesn't speak Elvish, so there's no like lettering.
It's like
Or
one of
there
those
is, and
shirts
it's
that
random
just has,
words like
Chinese
taco and
characters on
tuya.
it.
It's like what Hammerfell thinks Elvish should look like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got that Art Nouveau look
Soup.
to it.
In the words
Yogurt.
of Alastair, this handwriting is terrible.
Yogurt.
Frosting.
Chartreuse.
Ew.
Mayonnaise. Nike.
Black.
Joker.
Opaque.
It's like this says I love you, but in reality it says heart is dome.
Close enough. You can translate that. You can say it's like a elvish metaphor or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the chef.
Salira
Kiss the chef.
wakes up.
It's like I saw this on Brent. I saw this on
heart.
Brandy's
No.
armor. I saw this on Brandy's apron. I
Alright.
didn't know what it meant.
Aelin is going to take his watch. He's going to make a Perceptione check. Because I definitely have his stuff open right now.
You totally have his sheet made and ready and pulled up and
It
are
is-
looking at it with your eyeballs.
I am. It is insane how good this is.
You could like organize it to make it easier to
Wow.
find.
He's
Oh,
so
no.
perceptive.
Oh wait,
So
did you give him
perceptive.
the shield? I didn't even ask.
Yeah, she would have.
All right.
It's not like
Yeah.
she's gonna use it.
She's sleeping or trancing.
All right. So whatever
Trance is like
happens during
sleep, but with
Aiden's watch
fundamental
happens,
differences.
and Reezni
Oh no!
as
Oh no! 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 No!
Uh-oh.
as you're delving into the dark depths of slumber, you begin to have a dream. It's a simple one. You see, sitting across from you, appears to be an elven woman. One that remains unknown to you. It's just an elven woman with flaming red hair, faceless, just across the table from you. What are you doing?
Is there anything on the table?
You look upon the table, and there is one single lit candle at the center of the table.
Romantic.
He'll just look back down further into his lap.
You look into your lap. As you look there,
Does not look up.
There appears to be, like the clothes you are wearing appear to be, not of your own choice. However, they seem to fit you quite well. A voice calls you from across the table, one that you do not recognize. Come on, we're having dinner. Don't be rude. Ask me something.
Does this seem like a memory or?
It does not appear to be a memory. It, for all you know, I'll say that maybe you saw this woman once, and your mind decided to call on it for a dream.
Is what are we doing here?
Why don't you tell me? You asked me out here. Her hand begins to reach across the table.
He doesn't pull away, but just but doesn't engage the handhold. I suppose. Yeah.
Well, what are you thinking of getting to eat?
He'll like look around to try to gauge the vibe of whatever surroundings there are.
To look around, there doesn't appear to be anything but white, empty space.
Oof.
It's just you and me here. Like old time.
Well, just what are you getting?
Do you want me to order for you?
He looks down and just nods slightly and says, yes, ma'am.
Because I know best. An instant later, there is food upon your table. You see an indistinct meal. You can't really identify what is being served, but you know it's not your favorite, but you can eat it. As you look up at the face, it seems a bit more clear. The woman is now not wearing the same formal wear she was wearing previously. She seems to be wearing almost like exploration gear, adventuring gear. A single pauldron on her left shoulder. Her face still blank. Why aren't you going to eat?
Right. He'll look to his food and just slowly eat.
Where have you gotten off to?
It's been a long time. I'm not too sure myself.
Well, let's hope this little phase is out of your system. And the face leans forward, and you see the face sort of clears up, and you know who it is. I don't know if the name has been said in game yet.
Yeah, Silent.
Yes.
I believe I posted her description because he would have,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, flashed a psychic image to each of them.
Yes, correct. The red hair, the sort of very angular face stares into you. And it's almost as if there was like this ambient, sort of silent but unsilent noise used to surround you, but suddenly there's absolute silence. And it is almost piercing as she just leans forward and says, "Because you know I'm coming for you. I've always been coming for you. And now I've found you, and there's going to be nowhere that you can hide from me anymore. You hear me? I am coming to get you. Say goodbye to anyone you have met."
He like flinches at each of her like enunciated syllables and just recedes into himself and just stares down at the table.
Don't be a baby. I made you what you are, and I made you for a reason. And then her expression widens to a smile once more as she recedes and says, "Besides, you know you're my little plaything."
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll be seeing you soon. She mimes a kiss, a sort of kiss to the hand in the blow, before suddenly everyone comes to consciousness in the morning. Reezni, you you sort of wake up in a cold sweat.
Reezni wakes up like a chihuahua in any sort of weather. They're always just shaking. I was going to think of any weather, but like a chihuahua's always shaking, so he's just like rattling.
But he's in the tent, so we don't see it.
I mean, it's even like as he like leaves the tent, he continues just.
Oh shit!
shaking.
Sorry. Not awake quite yet. I accidentally forgot something that
Oh boy.
that Alastair wanted to do.
What was that?
Did you just vomit?
I don't know what that was, but you need to call a physician right now. I will call one for you. Hold on.
Alastair-
Did you just
Shit.
vomit?
No, I'm fine.
Alistair made a fat shit on Mike.
Sounds like Hammerfell heard my
That's not
name.
what I was gonna say, but okay. Alastair sheds his flesh suit and
Sorry.
That's why he's so
muted.
familiar with things.
Anyway, Alastair,
Was that a sip?
what are you?
No,
getting up to?
no, that was a burp.
Oh.
Alistair would get up. I guess it would be during the last few hours of Aylin's watch, actually.
Mhm. Yep.
You only need so many hours to count as an actual long rest. Alistair's going to get up and just kind of stretch, and first he's going to use one of his last spell slots before the long rest is over to cast Detect Thoughts to sense who is around and who is awake.
you would only detect Reezni.
You guys were that far away?
I mean,
No.
they can't detect
Magic
the
can't.
barrier.
Magic can't go through the bubble.
Oh,
Can't
that's
go. Can't go through Lehman's tiny hut.
Seriously. Works for him. Doesn't change what he does. Doesn't matter how he goes about it.
Yeah,
I know that elves don't need to sleep, so we're assuming one of them is awake.
Yeah.
And clearly none of you walk around the camp, and you just listen from inside the bubble, I guess.
I
That's
pace around the 10-foot
That's what people
radius
do, yeah.
room.
Yeah, that's a small ass room for someone as large as Hammerfell.
10-foot radius? 10-foot radius is pretty big.
All your shit.
It's bigger
gets-
than I think. It's bigger than you think.
anyway.
He's
Bigger
going.
than the room I'm living in right now.
Yeah, I know, right? It's bigger than my room.
He's going to get up and stretch, and he's going to look at Reezni.
Can he detect what's going on right now?
Not at the moment, no.
No, I think you have to be
Oh.
able to work.
Oh, okay.
But
But
I don't
detect
think-
is-
I don't
you
think you
detect
have
he's a
surface
creature
thought,
thinking.
actively thinking.
Yeah.
Alastair is going to look at Reezni, and he's going to tell him to sleep tight, my little friend. I have to go do my job now.
Oh.
And he's going to... Sweet little goblin. He's going to leave the tent, attempting to be stealthy, assuming Aelin is actively watching.
Make a stealth check.
Yep. Doop, doop. If he catches me, who cares? Yep, so he'll see me leaving.
Yeah. But you don't hear or see any sort of complaint.
Perfect. Oh, you don't want to chase after me? No. And he'll walk just a little ways away from the camp. And he will pull out his wand and turn it into its scythe form.
Alright.
And I am going to use my last spell slot to cast Scrying on a new friend I learned about. 'Cause they gave me a name.
Ooh.
On
no.
Asinian?
Sinian.
Alright.
Which means I need Sinian to make a wisdom save.
Well, this is a bit weird.
Haha, hee hee, ho ho.
If it doesn't work, that's good to know. If it does,
Sinian's wisdom like -2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's getting like a pretty good.
yeah, you have a plus
Bonus
3
to it.
right now, technically.
Yeah, so it's a +1. Whoa.
Does scrying work?
Just go ahead and roll
Planes?
that d20 plus 1. Mitch.
Openly or GM roll?
To me.
Okay. Just need to know. There you go.
Oh, well.
Why is he only getting a +1?
Because he has a -2, and because scrying he only knows secondhand, I get a +3 circumstance
Ah.
bonus.
Gotcha. Weird.
No, I'm saying you have a plus 3 total.
What's
Yeah,
your
plus-
Oh, +3 total because okay,
Yeah,
so
+3.
Yeah,
it's
we're
even
total
two.
in that
It's
sense.
2 higher than that then.
Alright,
Yeah.
what is your spell save DC?
17.
17? Doesn't seem to find any sort of purchase. You feel it be resisted by normal means you're used to. From the spell's just able to sort of avoid the gazing eye that you attempt to put upon him.
Big oof.
It was worth a shot. That's fine. And he said this out loud because he doesn't care. He doesn't know. He walked away from the camp because he talks to himself a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He'll pretty much just be like, "Well, damn, it's okay. The princess never shuts up. She'll tell me more later." It's not hard to
He
gather
says
information.
that out loud?
Yeah. There's no shame. Anyway, back to the tent.
There are
I'm gonna
ways
go.
of, like,
It'd be fourth, I
heard you
think.
say some words.
He skips
Like
back
I
to the
said,
tent.
if it's more than once, that's a problem.
Anyway, that
The
is.
third, right?
Do you do anything besides that, or is that all before
I
sleep?
mean, do I see that Aelin is awake? I don't know how transparent the tiny hut
It
is.
is not transparent at all. You cannot see inward.
It's opaque.
He'll wave at it before going back into the tent.
All right.
And then we go to sleep.
All right. Everyone comes to consciousness, and Reezni wakes up in a cold sweat.
Hey.
Racing is a shaking chihuahua.
That is the opposite of what I told you to do while you were sleeping, sir.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. What's wrong?
As you all come to consciousness, Aelin sort of stretches, says, "Nothing worth reporting."
Oh, well, that is no news is good news.
Indeed.
Takes the shield back. How does the armor fit? I get that correct?
Fairly well. I wasn't able to thank you during my trance, but thank you very much. It's sort of starts trying to hop up and down. It's weighing him down a fair amount, but not an exuberant amount.
Oh, well, that is good to see that it
No
it all fits.
strings.
And Hammerfell begins to do his morning ritual of preparing spells and doing the blessing of the forge and feeding Francis and all the bullshit that he does every single morning.
Reezni sits outside the tent and just kind of stares at where the fire was the previous night and just
Is the dome still up then?
it
No.
goes away in 8 hours, so
Yeah,
exactly
so at
when the
end of
long rest ends.
It's gone.
So he
Is
just kind of-
Alastair out there with him?
I mean, yes, he would be checking on the very clearly bothered,
Distraught.
emotionally.
Yeah, he just
Did you two
He
want
just-
some breakfast? You can come over here.
Absolutely. There's one thing I learned in these 2 days is that she can cook.
That is true. Brandy's an excellent cook.
Reezni just slowly nods and quietly gets up from where he was and sits at about around where the eating happens.
He woke up like this.
Are you feeling all right?
He shakes his head no.
Are you not feeling well? I do have a spell for that. I go over
There.
and like about to like check his forehead, but then I'm like, wait, I don't. That's
What's
weird.
goblin temperature? What's
I
goblin
don't even
temperature?
know what I'm supposed to do here. My mom always does it when I'm sick, but I don't know what it actually does.
Not trained in medicine, I see.
Just
No.
checking.
I'm not sick.
May I ask what's wrong?
She is coming to get me.
Who?
Silent.
Who's coming to get you? Are you in danger?
Isn't that your wife?
He nods.
Your wife?
He nods again.
She's looking for you.
Nods a third time.
Well, you're with us now. If you don't wish to leave, you do not have to.
Do you want to go back with her?
He shakes his head no.
Then you will not.
Are you sure?
100%.
You should not have to be in a marriage where you are unhappy.
Yeah.
And if I can... I'm not sure I have the correct paperwork, but depending on how long we were married, we could probably have it dissolved or annulled.
Or you can just say it's not legal anymore.
Upwards of 50 years or so.
I think then it may technically have to be divorce, unless
I mean, I've only been gone for I think 6 years or so. So it's
believe that it can still be granted. I'd have to take another look at the code, but if you are all right with that.
I mean, if he says no, it means no.
she's not she's not going to like that.
Do you believe she may hurt you?
Mm. He doesn't reply. I'm not sure, Brandy. don't know.
How about we enjoy breakfast?
I'm not hungry.
You have to.
He just stares at his feet.
Solera also does not eat much because now she's anxious too. Everyone in this party is a mess.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I feel great.
Everyone in this party is high strung except for Alastair.
Yeah.
He's high strung in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Internally screaming.
He's high. He's not high strung. He's high. He's high on life.
If he just took drugs, his life would be so much better.
Being prompted to by two or three separate sources, he will slowly eat. Not as voraciously as he has in the past. He eats rather politely. Reminiscent of Solera in some ways, but...
Well, Aelin sort of scoots on over to everyone.
Good morning, Aelin.
Good morning. We heading back to Avondale right away, or are we stopping in Chisel?
I believe I have a
Maybe good
stop to
idea
make
to
along the
stop
way.
in Chisel
Yes.
Right. Sounds well.
to resupply.
We need to buy more food for Brandy's cooking.
It's very good. Thank you.
I agree.
That's it.
We all ready?
Reezni just nods.
Yes, I believe so. We can take the road back that we took to get here. Yes.
Was there a road? I thought we were just wandering through the woods.
There was no.
Yeah, my boy's like, there's a road?
There's a road
is there?
there's a road
Yeah, 'cause
between
we're in-
Chisel and Rackets, but
Yeah,
You-
we are this way, not this way.
yeah, you had to break it a long time ago.
Gotcha. All right. Oh, then he would say, we shall take the path back that we took over here. Yes, it was fairly safe, except for the one encounter.
You guys
Right
have
here.
paths?
Well,
Yes.
we forged a path for ourselves.
I just walk. Things happen.
Well, we do have a bit of a clearer idea of our destination.
A deer.
Dear.
Intervocalic R. It's part of the RP accent. Look it up.
No, it's
Fight me.
because the deer last night.
Yeah, the deer. Yeah.
Oh, was
Yeah.
that wait? Is that Alastair? I thought you were just making fun of
No.
my
Both.
pronunciation.
Harrowfell
Oh.
does say deer.
Alistair
And
doesn't know
looks
about
around for a
the road?
moment.
Alan doesn't know about the deer. He's just making fun of the pronunciation, but Ethan is it's a joke because of the deer. And then Hammerfell actually said deer. There's layers. There's layers.
Pronounce it wrong?
Oh no. Just thinking about last night.
No, you didn't say it wrong, Solara.
Solera looks so confused.
I agree, Alastair.
Did you guys not teleport into Chisel?
Oh well, we did, but that was not exactly from our doing.
Well,
It was
it
with
doesn't.
an aid from another.
You guys have more friends?
No,
if you
no,
do
they
not
were not a
have-
friend.
If you
Oh.
We
if you do not have
friends, but
if you do not have the same aid, then we would have to be walking all the way to Athendel.
Yes.
I am not a real wizard. I do not possess the capabilities of teleportation,
Hmm.
other than what short range this staff allows. Only for myself.
For those who are curious, would take a while to walk from. If you take the paths, which is up to
Oh.
you.
I was just thinking about like
Which is-
taking the road or taking the path that we got to here
Yes.
back to Chisel. Yeah.
Getting back to Chisel, which was not a straight path.
Mm-hmm.
It was this way
Okay.
and then this way. That'll take 4 to 5 days, depending on interruptions. Getting to If you were to walk all the way to Athendale, which I don't know if that's what you want to do, if you were to walk all the way to Athendale and take the paths, that would take the better part of a month.
On the road to Viridian City.
I believe that I could figure out that spell if we could get the right supplies. Would it be possible, like, to do the teleportation circle, like, and put one somewhere
doesn't
else
work.
and then use the one that's in the palace?
Well, you can make a teleportation circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like you can do like if you know the spell currently, you could cast it here, and then we could. You don't have to go anywhere. The
Yeah, and when
teleportation,
you-
the permanent ones, the
Need
permanent ones
chalk.
are just
Yeah,
destinations.
I can provide that. But
permanent
when you
one-
learn teleportation circle, you choose like, or the DM chooses
Yeah.
like two circles that you know just
And that
automatically.
So you would know Chisel, and then you would
And
probably know
Athendale.
Well,
Athendel's.
Yeah.
well, no, we would already know Chisel because she already inspected it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the two that the DM says you would know of.
They're not
Because they-
required to
Otherwise,
make
it'd
them
just
new
be
ones.
2 within Athendale, because it's definitely
Yeah.
more than one.
So do we not have to walk?
I'm just concerned about our ability to complete our current objective. As we are.
Is there a time limit?
Did your friend not give you a return?
N-
A way of return?
No,
He wasn't our friend.
no, certainly not.
I could do it if I had the chalks.
Well, I can craft such things.
But I'm concerned about returning to the palace when we are not much further in our plan to do this.
Then why don't we take our time?
And then whenever we all come up with
An
where we
idea.
would like
we
to
can...
go,
Make the circle whenever we're ready.
Yes, of course.
yes. Preferably not staying around here.
No, we're not going to stay around.
If we could, I would love to find a way to stop by that tree that we found along the way, from Chisel to here.
It,
Then
it,
let's-
is, it is along the way, so...
Well, then let's
The
start.
one that was broken open?
Yes, I have contacted Bjorn and have seemingly pieced together what we were missing. Let's just hope that I have what I need, and I'm not wrong about this. Well, we best get a move on.
Right.
We're burning the daylight.
Yes. Reezni just walks instead of floating around this time.
All
Are you,
right.
are you too tired to float?
No.
Okay.
Hammerfell will mount up on Francis and begin to
Oh,
lead the way.
can I join you?
Oh no.
He gives you a strange look. Make a persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check. Persuade me.
All right. Very well.
Like an excited kid, he jumps and says, "Yay!"
Imagine he goes,
Reminder: he's like almost 6'4". Alastair is not small.
oh, I gotta update the chart.
I will
Yay!
say that should
Hell
we
yeah.
encounter anything, you may want to dismount before the fighting begins.
Don't worry, my stuff works on the back of a horse.
I just saw Bella's message.
Unless you're kicking me off.
No, but I will say that I do charge into battle. I take blows for the rest of everyone.
Let's do this.
Right.
Back to Brandy, Celera whispers. Most people at home pronounce it Celera, but I wouldn't say it's wrong.
I'm so glad someone answered Brandy. Like, someone, please. My boy's not going to say it.
I keep forgetting that she's typing.
I just love all the messages like, is there something about Solara's name? Saying it wrong?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he hasn't corrected Aelin yet.
Yeah.
He just thinks that's a dumb Elvish way of saying his name.
Wait till you learn his name is just Alan.
It's me, Alan.
It's
Alan
pronounced
Rubio.
Island.
You were saying, Solera?
Yes, sorry.
I never really said anything. By the time I realized that people were saying it differently, I had already known you for quite a while.
7 days.
7 days.
As Brandy is responding, I would like to ask who is heading up the charge into into the path back.
I'm assuming Hammerfell is.
Me and Hammerfell.
Right, Hammerfell, you make a survival check.
I'm good at those, baby. Let's see. +6. Oh my god!
Oh my!
What the fuck, bro?
Are you sure I can't help? I am on the back of Francis, 2 feet.
Even if you could,
Yeah.
it's just it gives him advantage, and he has 2 7s.
Oh yeah, shit, you already rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
Hammerfell.
Yeah.
So,
You really do just charge in there, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how they're sitting on this horse. Is Albert doing with his hands just crossed in his lap, or is he holding on to Hammerfell? I can't tell.
I don't know.
Hammerfell,
Hammerfell's riding as he normally does.
roll
He's
a
gonna
D8
ding
for me.
the back of the armor.
Roll a D8.
Yeah,
A 2.
a 2. All right. For the first hour, you begin your trek and realize you are heading in the wrong direction.
Ah.
You accidentally begin a trek northeast rather than
Fuck.
west.
Oh, that's not good.
And take a moment. Try to
Oh, I am so sorry.
relocate yourself.
I forgot
believe
it was
it.
never eat soggy waffles, not
Yes.
never wheat soggy waffles.
I believe that
No, we were
I'm
going
traveling-
west.
Traveling in the wrong direction. This forest all looks the same. It is rather confusing.
The sun does not.
Meanwhile, Lyra points out all the different trees and why they're different. Actually, that's a spruce and those are maples. I don't know how you're getting this confused.
So Hammerfell, you could go ahead and make another survival check,
Sorry, I'm good at those.
and
Yeah,
Alastair
you're
can
good.
help you for advantage.
Don't roll double
Hey, much better.
There we
21.
go. 21. You get yourself on the right path.
I'm so sorry about that. Yeah.
My compass was working wrong because I don't know why. He keeps looking around and then it just keeps pointing to Reezni.
My headcanon for why you're
as he's
lost.
turning around.
My boy is definitely saying, I spy with my little eye.
Oh,
Yeah. He's
God.
just totally fucking distracted by Alastair bothering him.
You pass the original ruins that you first saw on your way into this long forgotten landscape. And you pass those within the hour, and then about 5 hours later, you come in contact with the tree that was torn, almost looked like axes had been taken through it vertically.
What did Bjorn tell you about this tree, Sir Hammerfell?
Well, it was less him telling me what to do and more of him guiding an idea that I had. So this tree, severed in a strange, nonsensical way. No one would ever cut a tree like this, yes?
Well, I wouldn't say ever. I could. Perhaps it was. Anyway.
But, way back, we, I purchased this item, yes, and he will, pull out the halberd that was, it's probably like on the side of Francis's like saddle, right? There's
It's in Francis's sheath. He uses it.
yeah. He pulls out this
Yes.
halberd that's rather broken and sort of decrepit. There was some sort of entity in this, as we have sort of discerned. It was some sort of nature spirit, a dryad, I believe. But they have a tree that they bond with. They live there. I'm not sure how nature spirits work, but I believe that this might be that tree. You get off Francis, and begin to approach the
You're giving Alastair
tree?
the keys to the car.
Yes!
Oh,
He's in the driver's seat.
I won't. No, I don't know. He will politely stay on the back of the saddle because Francis is not his, even though he wants Francis to be his.
It's fine. Brandy is watching him
It's
intently. I'm
okay.
sure.
Now,
Probably.
if drama goes down, he told Francis he's not getting pooped. He will take Francis away from the battle. Francis,
It's
dimension
okay.
door.
It's okay, Pony. I will protect you when you're.
And then he'll come back without Francis.
Where did Francis go? I don't know.
And put
Sending
him
him back.
somewhere safe. Wait, fuck. I think I heard wolves. Francis!
Francis has killed 5 wolves in the meantime.
He'll do it.
I'll fucking do it again.
But anyway.
Yeah, I approached the tree.
As you approach, the tree is split very uncleanly down the middle. You can see pieces of the wood are splintered upward. No leaves currently occupy this tree, and you can see like a pile of mulch that surrounds it. As you approach, the glaive begins to glow with a viridian energy.
A verdant energy. A verdant energy.
I know not of nature spirits, but I realize that this is a powerful weapon, or could be once more. I hope that this reunites you with your vessel, and we'll take the end of the halberd. Is it a glaive? A halberd? I don't know. We said both. It's the same mechanically, so whatever. And we'll press the blade lightly into where the tree was sundered.
All right. You press the blade into the wood at the center. It sings past a dead tree and eventually reaches earth and sits there for a moment. You can see the green energy come to a point. It is brilliantly glowing and starting to shine through. You can almost hear a noise of leaves sort of rustling as the wind picks up strongly around you. There's a moment where you are questioning whether or not this is the best idea. Before you're able to think about it too long, though, the tree begins pulling upward, about to close onto the halberd, sort of bending back upward slowly, making its way back up to almost standing upright. You can see before it closes there is almost like a straight line of green energy that is so intense that you could see it almost sending like a green beacon into the sky before the two halves of the tree close.
Takes a step back, whispers a brief prayer to Bjorn for guidance as he casts guidance.
Dude, if you're messing with me, I swear to you.
I swear to you.
Swear to me.
Hello? Are you able to speak?
You take a moment trying to connect with whatever may be within this tree. If there truly is a dryad being within. You focus and speak out. I've no response yet.
Hey, yo, bitch ass awake yet?
I will cautiously approach and put my hand on the tree.
Alright. As you put your hand on the tree, there is a warmth that sort of flows from your hand, like, into your chest. And as you take a deep breath, it is almost like you have stepped into a place completely untouched by human hand or any kind of civilization, and take a breath of the cleanest air. As you exhale, there is once again no response. Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Oh boy.
Insight.
We all know that rules with this tree are bound to be awful.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they are.
Oh no.
I will also cast tongues on myself.
Wait. You have
Just in
guidance.
Oh fuck, I do. It's not gonna matter.
Watch
The thing
DC
you did
Boom.
Oh.
The DC was 7. Let's go.
It was actually 8. Sorry.
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Someone give
you're
him advantage.
not reading, but you cast tongues upon yourself.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps now you can understand me, as tongues. I believe when you speak, whatever can understand languages can understand you.
All right.
However, the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
All right.
So we all understand what he says?
Yeah.
We all understand him, and he understands everything we say ever.
I did say
He just
Uh,
can't read. He just
y'all-
can't read.
Watch as for a moment, or you all listen as Hammerfell's voice comes through to you all in common, but there is a certain bass to it that betrays the fact that it is definitely being altered by magic in some way or another.
It's
Oh,
from
no.
all the extra tongues in his
I
mouth.
bet that's part of
Yeah.
classes at Solera's school so that people
Mhm.
in language classes couldn't just use that spell.
You are banned from
The
casting.
amount of times
you-
the amount of
you're
time I've
putting
spent
it-
thinking about how
you
to
can't
cheat in
cheat.
magic school.
In French class.
You've been put in an
But-
anti-magic field for tests. No spells
Alright.
will ever be cast or be affected by anyone.
You all hear, except for Hammerfell, you all hear a shifting language that I don't think any of you can identify.
Does it happen to
Is
be
it Sylvan?
Infernal, Sylvan, Draconic, Celestial? Hold on.
Mm,
Let me start listening.
Sylvan?
Nope.
Yes.
Sylvan?
Not
Oh,
Sylvan.
really?
Oh,
Oh, damn.
primordial.
Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brandy would
Then
understand.
Brandy would know it.
Interesting.
But
It's-
you hear back Hammerfell.
Deep speech.
I thank you for returning to my home. The things and battles I have seen have left me a shell of what I once was.
Well, I'm happy to return a soul with what it wants to be a part of.
I can use the magic of the tree to heal the weapon, and I'll serve in it once more. This tree can no longer serve as a home. And I've grown far grown far more used to the wood within this, whatever weapon this may be. Then I
Is
thank
that what
once
you
more.
wish?
I wish to be used in the fight for good.
Oh man, this
Then-
thing and the hammer are gonna have like a forbidden romance.
I was saying, have you met our friend Murder Hammer?
Yeah. Okay.
Her name is Paragon. Okay.
Her name is Murder Hammer. When
Oh,
she stops
yeah,
being a
that's
Murder
right.
Hammer, she gets an opinion.
None of you hear this.
Then perhaps we have an aligned goal.
Don't break me. And then this tree. A bunch of green light echoes throughout the tree, and the tree sort of splits open once more. But this time you can see that there are little green nubs at the end of each of the branches. Signs of new life. And the weapon sits there.
I will
Appears to
grab-
be completely restored. A green, verdant halberd
I
that
will-
glows with life.
Nice. I'll grab it, pick it up, and say, I will try my best.
Fortunately, no sound seems to echo from within, but you get a feeling.
Hammerfell has unlocked Sharp Tree GF.
Hammerfell's getting like a harem of like
A harem of sentient weapons.
Sentient weapon
He's
harem.
got the bad girl and he's got the quiet and
Oh,
nature
God.
hippie.
It's the reverse of the Ragnarok story, where instead of them becoming weapons, the weapons become girls.
Moving on. As Hammerfell turns
Moving
around,
right along.
what are the reactions he sees from people as some sort of ritual has sort of just taken?
Confused clapping. You did it!
Yes,
What
it
happened?
is.
What did you do?
I believe that I have restored whatever being this was to its preferred state. Reunited it with its vessel? I'm not sure myself.
Reezni just seems disconnected from what's going on right now.
Yeah, I can discern its properties. It would take but a moment. And he will sit down and start to not ritually cast, but just cast Identify.
Is this one something I can't talk to you while you do?
Oh, I would prefer not.
Oh.
Concentration is always good to have.
Quick question. Is this one nice?
Yes.
Party.
Yes.
Party?
Party.
You will find this item card familiar.
I will. Hammerfell won't, but I will.
What do you mean party?
It's a good thing. Celebration.
Yes,
Is that not what this moment is?
it's not a party?
Why can't it be?
I
Clearly
that's-
Hammerfell is happy with the outcome. You ever heard of celebrating the little things?
I'm running through my understanding of various cultural celebrations to try and figure out what he's saying.
I mean, he asked you, have you ever heard about celebrating the little things?
But most people don't throw parties for... Are you saying we should?
This is a party. We are a party.
Yes, but not in that sense.
If you don't want it to be. I mean, I clapped. Sounds fun. He has a cool axe now.
It is a halberd.
It's a long axe.
I can see the similarities, but it is a halberd.
Aren't you supposed to be concentrating?
Oh no, I've finished and discerned its abilities.
Damn it, he won this round.
What?
What can it/she/he/they do?
Well, it is a finely crafted weapon. It is
Hammerfell
Like-
says that about every single thing he
Well, that's
identifies.
Finally crafted.
But that's because
Let him live his
all
fantasy,
magical,
okay?
right? If it's magical, it's probably finely crafted.
Everything he
Listen,
touches is
If
fine.
I wanted,
He did
if I
not
wanted
say
to
that
hide a
about the
magic
fucking
item, I would
blood
make it.
sword.
If-
he did not.
He
if
was
I
like,
wanted to
"This
hide a
thing's
magic
fucking
item-
disgusting."
If I wanted to hide a magic item, I would make it the shittiest looking dagger, but it's like a luck blade.
I mean,
But
isn't
it's the
there actually?
shittiest
There's a magic
dagger
item
I've
that's a
ever
great
seen.
sword. I think
Anyway,
that's just a giant rock, but it's like a +3 great sword.
How? Is it in the shape?
Don't worry
of
about
one? Can you still?
Don't worry about it.
anyway.
Oh.
Hammerfell, you were saying.
Well, it is well, quite the weapon. It is magic that I am unfamiliar with. It is primal magic. So
Primal
be it.
magic?
Yes. The magic of the lands and those who worship and tend to it.
So like druids,
Yes, yes.
shamans,
There's something like that.
tree people.
My family has not interacted with them much. Mostly just disputes over land, actually.
Hmm.
But if you wield it and attune to it, you bond. You can speak their language, which is quite the honor, if I remember correctly. It is a sort of exclusive language.
What language is it?
Druidic, I believe.
Ooh,
Just druidic?
Yes, yes.
I've never heard of that.
It's a secret language, I believe. Oh, sort of. It is only taught to those who follow the orders of nature.
Do you mean it's
It-
never? Has it
it is
been
not-
written down?
I'm not sure, but it is not taught to those outside of their orders.
Are you gonna attune to it?
I believe I will, just to just to see what it is capable of.
Oh no.
I mean, you did magic.
It's cursed. Now you can only speak druidic.
Hammerfell's gonna be mad. Or fucking Hammerfell. Bjorn's gonna be mad.
Bjorn's like, okay, I gave you I presented a hammer in your path, and you've sundered my gift.
Is that not
Tossed
strange,
it to the
Randy?
wind.
Oh, that is the nature of, or the language of elementals, yes? He responds to Brandy. I believe that it can also be called upon to ask the spirit within the dryad to invoke sort of holy radiant light.
Does it have a written form?
I'm unsure. Is it? Oh, yes, I believe it does.
What is it?
I do not know. It is a written language of the spoken language.
You'll need to teach it to us. You learn it.
Perhaps, if the spirit is willing, I do not want to share their secrets so fruitfully or so frivolously. Yes, Brand, I believe that the word has changed meanings. Yes, the nature which people call upon is more about the land and the plants and the beasts, not so much the primal forces like fire, earth, and
Wildfire
water.
druid be like.
Yeah, Hammerfell doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I love it. I
All
love
this shit can be totally wrong.
Do I know anything?
He's
about
doing his
druidic?
best.
Yeah.
Make
How old is Hammerfell again?
Make a history check.
Somewhere like mid 30s, somewhere around there.
Okay, just had
I've
to-
literally
I
been
figured
married
it's not
longer
70.
than I've literally been married longer than you've been alive.
13.
I've literally been married longer than you've been alive. You know, of Druidic, it's not taught because Druid circles try and keep it something between themselves. Its written form is a written version of Druidic. It is not a script shared by any other language, and it is spoken pretty much exclusively by druids, except apparently
By druids, for druids.
apparently anyone who holds this.
Maybe it's true.
And any,
I want to
any
attune to the
motherfucker who
glaive
holds
so I
this,
can speak druidic.
You have the slot.
The
And then
one
I'm
thing
gonna
Alastair and
steal-
Celira share both like
I'm gonna
languages.
steal their language for the linguistics department.
Oh
of
God, that's so
Hammerfell.
evil.
That is so fucked up.
It's supposed to be used for good, Celira.
First you treat your goblin like a pet, now you steal languages?
This is Celira's "How bad can I be?" arc.
Maybe your dad is right.
Signing's vigoring
Steal
your
an entire language.
Signing's
And then
vigoring
cut
your
down
how
all the
bad can I
forest.
be? How bad
Is Celira's arc just the Lorax in the end?
Celira's like, there's
It's-
people
it's
that teach
more-
languages in these trees.
Listen,
Let's cut them all
listen,
down.
listen, alright?
Tell me
This
your
is-
secrets.
Gonna
This
turn these
campaign
fucking
is
trees into
Lorax.
paper, baby.
I'm so evil, I combined deforestation with
Mitch.
genocide.
What is Mitch saying?
This campaign is just Lorax all the way down.
Yeah, it's Larks all the way down.
Signing's
You were mad at me for killing one person.
Signing's biggering, Celira's how bad can I be? How much more obvious could it be? Who's the Lorax though? Is Alastair the Lorax?
Alastair is actually the main character.
All right.
Good boy. I'm the old crone in the top of the...
You're the Onceler?
No, but just when he's old. Just when he's old.
Oh, okay.
Is that the guy
Specifically
with
when
the
he's old.
green
Yeah,
like,
that's the green
skin?
suit man.
Okay. I don't remember the Lorax. I know Taylor Swift was in it.
He's the guy who goes, "How bad
Was she?
and can I be?"
Yeah,
What the fuck?
she was
He-
that
he
girl
lost
that
the
falls
sexy-
in love with Zac Efron's character.
Yeah, she was the main girl.
He's
I
the
don't know.
guy
Hair?
who. He's the guy.
The guy
who,
with the hair. Ah, yes, I remember.
The only good character was the grandma in the
He was-
discussion.
I
he
think
lost.
she had red hair, but I could be wrong, so I just said the hair.
He lost to the
Anyway.
sexy the
D&D.
Tumblr sexy man contest on Twitter.
Who did?
The Onceler.
Just fans, yes, we know. Move on.
Anyway,
Onwards.
Yes, I suppose.
Right.
all right.
Moving right along.
Back.
As you all make your path, you can't. I said path.
I know. So did I.
Into, or at least attempting to leave the Forgan Wood
Friggin' wood.
and the thankful whispers that loom throughout the wind fade behind you. Pick up there next week on Thursday